Evening. It is 10 to 4 in the afternoon. Since the daylight's going to be gone in about an hour, I'll say good evening. I've now got everything set up that I need to. I've got the fire lit, I've got some pasta on in my little mess tin, and I'm getting ready for an evening, mate. An evening of fishing. I am tempted to leave one of my rods out for the night. I hate night fishing. I hate it. Unless I'm fishing on a venue where there's like 40, 50, 60 pound carp. I hate it. I hate being woken up like that. I really want one of these bigger pike. I've had nothing all day, not even a tap. The amount of time that it is dark compared to the amount of time that it's light, why wouldn't I leave them out? Leave it out till maybe 10, 11 o'clock, sit in front of the fire, keep myself warm, then go to sleep through the first bit of morning, maybe wake up at 6, half 6. I might do that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm rambling anyway. Let's get some dinner on the go, get my headlamp out of the bivvy, and roll on with this evening, mate. I have decided I am gonna fish into the night, but not in the same spot that I've been fishing today. Unfortunately, the duckweed and the leaves and the debris, I think it poses too much of a chance of resistance being caused by what's on the surface, whereas directly in front of me it's nice and clear. I've just done a little underarm chuck. I've thrown a couple of little bits of chopped up herring and mackerel in there. I've injected it with some juice. I got so into dead baiting with ledger stems that I cleared out all my floats, and the only float that I had, I couldn't thread the braid through it, so I've just put a foam pop-up ball as a float, but I've got it on the bite alarm now anyway. Go and get some dinner and watch this evening roll into pure darkness. See if we get a pike on the bank, mate. I really want one, and you really want to see one. Let's have it, boy. I reckon that's done, mate. Pasta, oxtail soup, cayenne pepper, and a bit of cheese, boy. I just had 2 tins of sardines, so that's pretty much the only thing I'm going to have eaten all day. I've got some butter. I was thinking about putting some butter in there, get a good bit of fat, but there's plenty of cheese in there, boy. Smells nice. Let's have it. That's nice, mate. This has worked out really well, actually. That little float, and we've still got enough light for me to be able to see it. It does keep twitching around, but I think that's just the wind. Morning. It's about 4:45 in the morning. It's quite cold. I'm not going to get the rods out straight away. I'm going to get the fire lit, get a coffee on. The moon looks pretty. Cheers. A beautiful little robin, like 1.5 meters in front of me. I mean, he's calling to another robin. It is 10 to 9 on Thursday morning. I have been here since about 2:30 on Monday afternoon. In that time, I have tried different pegs. I've had a walk around with a float rod doing a bit of stalking. I've had my baits popped up, some at 6 inches, some at a foot. I've walked around doing a bit of lure fishing and a bit of spinner fishing. I've had nothing, mate, not even a beep. I'm using the same baits, I'm using the same oils, and I'm racking my brains. I want some encouragement. It's making me, obsessively think about what's changed. Obviously, it's been 4 weeks since I was last here, but to be fair, it's still pretty mild. Apart from the wind and the rain being a bit more present, the days we're still getting between 13 and 15, 16 degrees. The water's probably got colder. I'm now fishing 2 rods in the same peg as what I was last time. This rod on the right hand side is fishing just under these trees here. This rod on the left is fishing just under, not this tree, but this tree here, just in there. The one on the left, just past that tree, is a big reed line. Normally an alright spot. Pick them up as they're moving in and out of the reeds. So now I've got all my kit back in the same peg. I'm not even getting a beat, mate. I need some encouragement. I fished last night till about 10, 11 o'clock. It got pretty cold. I was pretty tired. And then I got up this morning fairly early. I've now taken the pop-up foam balls off of both of my baits, so they're now flat on the bottom. There is a resident swan here, which wasn't here last time. He quite likes to just thump his feet and flap his wings from one side of the lake to the other. I don't know if that's having an effect. So it's been 4 days and I'm gonna have to leave the lake for an hour or two at some point today to replenish some food, water and some bait. 4 days and no bite is fairly discouraging. But we're still here, we're still not at work, we're still doing absolutely nothing but just being a bum, which I like. I want to fish, mate. I need a pike. Yes, mate. I left the lake and I'm now back in record time. I got some fresh bait, I got some beer, I bought some solar garden lights, which I think are probably going to come in handy. I had a look at the weather. Apparently, starting either this evening or tomorrow morning, it's supposed to hammer down with rain. And I even managed to have a poo on a proper toilet instead of... Hang on, actually. Well, you probably don't want to know about that. Never mind. I also got myself a nice hot steak bake or whatever they're called. Now back at the lake. Let's get these rods back out. Let's get a pike on the bank, mate, because I need one. Badly. My little solar panel garden lights that I ordered, they change colours, so I can have them in red and they're LED. So it's a little bit less, bright, worrying about like lighting up the lake. If I've got a big bright light behind me and then I'm casting the shadow at night. And I'm burning through batteries, with my headlamp because it's dark for so long. I think they're going to be a great idea. They were 25 quid for those 4 little ones there. I'll wait until it gets dark and we'll see how bright they are. I've got 2 very fresh, frozen and defrosting as we speak, thick mackerel tails. One on each of those rods. It was so frozen I couldn't even get any juice in it, so I'll leave them out there for an hour. Then I'll pump them with some salmon oil. I've got the fire lit. I'm going to get the kettle on in a minute and have a coffee. Tomorrow's supposed to be pretty horrible weather-wise. It's supposed to be a lot of rain, or maybe it starts this evening. Time will tell, won't it? Buzzing with excitement, absolutely buzzing with excitement. I left the lake for 45 minutes to an hour and I've come back with full enthusiasm. And it's a beautiful day as well. Dinner time. Tonight, pasta, tuna, a whole jar of Ben's, what used to be Uncle Ben's. They got rid of the word uncle because it was offensive, apparently. Anyway, a jar of Ben's sweet and sour sauce and a load of cayenne pepper, mate. And a big fat pike, hopefully. Look at the state of this, mate. All the duckweed has moved in right in front of my peg. Even if I was to get a take on this rod now, a pike would most likely feel the resistance of the line travelling through all that weed and it will drop the bait. This side not too bad, but it is all slowly moving that way. Just a matter of time before a load of leaves or whatever bunch up on my line. Yeah, I've been through it this week, mate. It has been a challenge. It's incredibly frustrating. There's a chance I'm just going to pull my rods in and go to bed. Yeah.